Well, the UN's World Food Programme recently shut most of its operations in southern Somalia. It's another blow for Somalia, which has not had a functioning central government since 1991. Mariama Diallo has more on the situation.
Somalia has not had a functioning government for almost 20 years and has been mentioned as a failed state and breeding ground for al-Qaeda. After the attempted Christmas Day attack on a U.S. airline, the United States said it will step up the fight against al-Qaeda in a number of countries, including Somalia.
We've taken the fight to al-Qaeda and its allies wherever they plot and train, be it in Afghanistan and Pakistan, in Yemen and Somalia, or in other countries around the world.
In a sign of troubled times, the World Food Programme recently decided to leave most of southern Somalia, citing unbearable conditions. It says the decision will halt food aid to about 1 million people. Peter Smurden is a spokesman for the WFP.
We simply couldn't continue after a spate of escalating demands, harassment, and problems with armed groups in the south.
The WFP blames al-Shabaab for its decision. The Islamic group, says WFP, controls 95% of its area of operations.
Al-Shabaab in November issued 11 conditions for aid agencies to operate in southern Somalia. These included conditions such as women being removed from their jobs unless they worked just in hospitals or health centers, and a payment of $20,000 every 6 months.
The World Food Programme says it continues to deliver food in the rest of the country, including the capital, Mogadishu. Al-Shabaab denies it asked the WFP for money. The Islamic group is battling the recently installed and Western-backed government in Mogadishu. It has called on its militants to wage war against the UN.
The United Nations has become a tool for infidels, so we urge our fighters to dismantle it and wage war against it.
Walid Forez is an expert on terrorism. He says many al-Shabaab members are former fighters in Afghanistan and Iraq.
The
al-Shabaab movement had officers who served in al-Qaeda. This is not a hypothesis, it's a fact. They've fought with al-Qaeda in Afghanistan and also in the Sunni Triangle in Iraq. The people have since gone back to Somalia. They want to create a similar organization to the one they viewed as the mothership.
Forez says the group aims to expand beyond Somalia.
They want to establish what they call an emirate that will cover the whole country of Somalia, the Ogaden region in Ethiopia, but also the northern part of Kenya.
Somalia-born analyst Mahdi Abdi says aid to Somalia has to go beyond food.
Food is very important. I mean, it keeps people alive. But people need more than that. They need to have hopes in their future. The worst person to deal with when you have someone who has nothing to lose. I mean, that's what's compelling these people to go out there and blow themselves up. Create a few factories that allow people to be employed. Develop the resources that they have.
He adds it's doable. Mariama Diallo, VOA News.